Hey guys, it's SRC Reptiles, and today I'm going to be making a little update for you guys to let you know what's been going on. So this here is the entrance to the new reptile room, and I currently have the fans off right now because that way you can hear me talk a little bit better. But I wanted to point out that this new reptile room is a little small when it comes to like how wide it is, and it's still kind of cluttered because we did recently just move. So I still have shelving that needs to be put up and stuff, and we just have these guys temporarily over here. We got Raj's tank in here. He finally got moved over a few days ago. But anyway, this is for now what it looks like. Got this little area up here that's going to be really nice. I can use that top shelf for short tanks, and as you can see, I do have a few empty ones that some of the baby geckos that are about 3 months old now are going to be getting moved into those on the top. We got little Luna. Aww. Little Luna in here with me. And then, of course, the 5 youngest we've got up here. We've got the 5 older ones that are over here, one of which I bought, the other 4 I produced myself, and then, of course, the itty bitties I produced myself as well. We have 2 eggs from Harmony, the last from Harmony, that are supposed to be hatching within the next 5 days. So I will check on those while we're videoing, because maybe we'll get to see one coming out of the egg or out of the egg already, which would be awesome, because I have not checked on them tonight. I normally will check on them once every evening after it hits 80 days, just to make sure I don't miss them. Also, random note, I've got an avocado pod, or an avocado seed pit in here. I had an avocado tree that I planted from an avocado, and it was 5 years old. It was halfway to being old enough to produce an avocado, and then my parents accidentally left it outside during one of the warmer winter days, and it got too cold in the evening, and then it died. 5 years of progress down the drain. I should have not left my avocado tree at my parents', but I figured it was in their garage, covered in a blanket, and it would be okay, and they moved it out during one of the warmer days to get some sun, and next thing you know, it's dead. So I was very depressed. 5 years of progress, like I said, just to have to completely start over. So we've got the seed pod going, and normally the last one I had took a month to even sprout. So I'm really hoping that it'll not take that long this time. But anyway, so we've got Ember and Magma over here in their tanks for now, which I am planning on setting up one of the shelving racks over here. And then I'm going to take my shorter one that doesn't have as long of shelving, and I'm going to put it in this corner, and that'll be for baby tanks as well. That will, because obviously it's going to eventually get overrun up here. We're not going to have enough room, because like I said, some of the ones that are 3 months old are going to be getting moved into those larger totes, and obviously they won't be able to be stacked once there's actually animals in them. There'll be just one per up there, so obviously, if they're over here, they could be stacked, but we'll just see, because that area I'm kind of saving just for the smaller tanks to sit, because it does have enough depth to it that I can fit quite a few well, probably maybe one or two more tanks back in there in each row. So, but here we've got a few of the babies hanging out that are older. Just looks like Little Rascal and Serenity are hanging out. They're normally always the ones up at the front. Everyone else is always normally hiding. For now, Twix is in this temporary setup that I have. And this is one of my larger totes that I turned into a temporary housing for geckos that are in the process of moving from one tank to the next. So this will kind of give you the dimensions. Hey, get down. She definitely gets kicked out of the reptile room a lot because she likes to be a little bit extra nosy. There is also this little extra closet here, which is nice to have for storage space. We'll come over here and see if... Oh, we got Indigo peeking her head out of her hide there. I'm thinking... Oh, and it looks like Snickers is in here. I'll kind of open the door so you can see her better. Sadly, Snickers and Indigo were not bred this year with Twix because he just isn't showing any interest in females right now. So I'm hoping by next year he will be able to be paired. Otherwise, he was, I don't want to say a waste of money, but I got him specifically for breeding, and here we have Mischief. I got Twix specifically for breeding, and here he's not doing anything for me. So, it kind of is disappointing, because Mischief here, who it was his first time breeding this year, and he had no issues got him with Harmony. He did a good job. Got her pregnant the first time. Didn't have to have a second go or anything. And Mischief here is one of my more laid-back males. It's larger. He's never given me any issues when it comes to eating. He absolutely loves to eat food on his own. Except he did kind of leave a little bit this time, but I gave him extra than I normally do because he had acted a little bit more hungry last time. So this last feeding time I had given him a little extra, but he did end up leaving it in there. And then of course we have Lemon Drop, which come to find out Lemon Drop is a male, not a female. I have no idea if I overpaid for Lemon Drop or not, just because obviously I was thinking I was getting a female. But it's not like I'm planning on breeding leopard geckos, or at least not at this very moment. I have been contemplating breeding leopard geckos because they are a little bit more willing to actually eat their food versus crested geckos. But I still am pretty passionate about crested geckos, so I might breed only specifically tricoloreds and stray away from all the other things I was working on, because I had extreme harlequins going as well, which is what I mainly got out of the pairing between Mischief and Harmony, was extreme tricoloreds. Except for Pop-Tart and Serenity, who are just those random bicolored with white portholes that I have, so. And then of course we got the gargoyle in here, which I'm thinking she's probably hiding, because she normally is not out in the open. Yeah, I'll show her to you real quick. If I can get her. Yeah, here she is. She's all fired up and really pretty. So she's getting big. She will be a year old in November. Whoop! Hey, come here. Luna's in here. I don't want her messing with you. Oh, she's distracted. She's going under the shelving unit. But anyway, this is my gargoyle. And her name is Vesper. She's looking female right now. But it's a little bit harder to tell, even though it's the same way to tell the gender between crested geckos and gargoyles, like the pores and stuff. It's because of her speckled belly that it's really hard to tell what the gender is right now, so not really sure. And then here we've got Lemon Drop. You know that he's hungry because he's at his food dish and he is looking. I don't actually think he's got any dubias left in here. No, he doesn't. So he got, I think, 5 dubias last night, so I'll probably go grab the dubia roaches real quick and we'll give him some food so you can watch him eat, because it's always fun to watch them eat dubia roaches. So I need to go back over their tanks, because in the process of moving them, some of the chalk marker has come off, but just kind of wanted to show you guys the new reptile room and whatnot, and you can see some of the babies are hanging out up here that are the itty bitty ones. This one here I think is Pumpkin. Yeah, that one's Pumpkin. And then we got Pop-Tart down in here. Looks like we have Quibbler over there in that corner. And then Uno, which is a single baby that had hatched out, is in that one. Oh, and here we've got one that's just chilling. That one looks like Trusty, I think. So this one here is Trusty. So these little guys, the ones that are going to be getting moved into the larger tanks up there would be Quibbler and Pop-Tart. Trusty and Pumpkin, who are siblings, are only a couple months old, so they're not old enough yet to be moved into one of the larger ones. But Quibbler and Pop-Tart are going to be 3 months old if they aren't already. Let me look real quick and see. So yeah, so these guys are definitely due, because like they're a little bit over 3 months, so they're definitely due for a larger setup. So those guys will be getting moved. But anyway, let's go ahead and get these dubia roaches. Tomorrow I have, well, I guess technically today, since it's like 2:30 or something in the morning, I have to go to the town that's like 30 minutes away from me to get more dubias, and then I'm going to get some what are they called? Some mealworms as more snacks than actual food. And I'm not sure why my camera has decided to do that weird coloring. Here we go. We're back to normal. Okay, so I had to shoo Luna out of the bedroom before I get this stuff opened up, because she always likes to try to mess with the dubia roaches. So right now I've just got the Flukers, I believe is the brand of the cricket chow or whatever the heck that stuff's called. It's got like calcium and stuff in it. And then I just have fresh carrots in here. So you can see getting kind of low on the amount of little baby dubias. I had got smaller sized ones because at the time, Lemon Drop was small. Like, he's grown quite a bit. So he is obviously getting low on his dubias. We'll see if he goes after it. I'll go ahead and catch some more to put in there while we're watching him. I normally will give him 5 of these tiny ones because of the fact they're so small. I did have a few larger ones, but I've already fed them all off. There he goes. Oh, did he just grab 2? Unless one of them slipped out of his mouth. I believe that's 5, yeah, because I can see 4 in there right now. But yeah, it's nice that leopard geckos will go to the bathroom in just one corner, but why he decided to choose to poop on his hammock and not on the floor. So it's like, makes it more of a pain than it should be, because I have to take that hammock out once a week to wipe it down to get the poop off it and stuff. And it's obviously would have just been easier if he would, you know, poop on the paper towel, and I could just literally take that paper towel, lift it out, and then, you know, put a fresh paper towel in there. The cat has just knocked the door open. Go away, Luna! I didn't close it all the way because I didn't think I needed to. But anyway, guys, I'll stop rambling now, and you can see that, oh, hold on, sorry. I was getting distracted. You can see how Lemon Drop here hunts his prey. Definitely going to be getting some different stuff for his tank here soon. Just because now that he's bigger and stuff, I'm thinking about completely redoing the tank setup. Since finding out that he's a male, I'm pretty sure male leopard geckos get larger than females. So I'm not really sure if this tank or this enclosure is going to be big enough for him in the long run when he's an adult. But we'll just kind of have to play it by, not so much by ear, because obviously, you know, I'll have to just kind of observe him and see how large he gets as he grows, because this tank might not be big enough. But I do want to go ahead and put eco earth in there, or I might just try to see how expensive excavator clay is and just do that instead, just because excavator clay is nice, and most of the time a lot of people with leopard geckos will use that instead of eco earth. So we'll just see. Whichever I do, obviously I'll make an update for you guys. But oh yeah, I almost forgot. Let's check on those crested gecko eggs real quick. Okay guys, so you can see here these 2 larger eggs are the ones due to hatch, and as you can see, no activity as of now. And then we've got 1 single egg that Blaze laid on the 6th of July, which was pretty recent, and then her 2 eggs that she laid, looks like it says on the 30th of May. So from here on out, after these 2 from Harmony hatch, then we'll have the ones from Blaze. Okay guys, so after that little update with the eggs, I had to pause the video and kick Luna back out because she was in that corner back there messing with the carpet for some random reason. So anyway guys, I'm going to go ahead and start turning these fans back on. My dad is actually going to give me a portable air conditioner to use for this room, because the air conditioning unit is wanting to go out and the landlord is not going to replace it until it does go out. Obviously, I'm not interested in losing over $1,000 worth of reptiles in this room, so with all the equipment and all of the animals and stuff, it's just, I don't want to even risk them dying on me and all the hard work and stuff I've put into these animals over the past 7 years. So my dad is going to give me a portable air conditioner to use for this room for now, and that will ensure that it does not get too hot, because right now, as you can see, I don't know if you guys noticed, this says 77 degrees, and that's just down here, so I have to constantly have these fans going and have this door open to help the air, like, push in. Like, a teeny bit of air comes out of that vent up there, and I am glad that it's up there and not, like, over here in the corner, but at the same time, it still really doesn't do a good job to keep it cool in here. So, and over here at Raj's tank, because he's in the corner, it says 78. So it's ridiculously warm in here all the time almost. So, definitely looking forward to getting the portable air conditioner to be in here to help keep it cooler. So, thank goodness my dad is, you know, he's got something like that on hand, because it's definitely going to be appreciated. Now, obviously, I really hope we don't ever lose electricity while it's still warm. Obviously, it's easy to be able to move the reptiles into the middle of the house if it were to be cold out, because obviously the center of the house is going to be the warmest versus just like the side room like this is in. And obviously there is a fireplace in this house, which is really nice. Yes, we'd have to have it cleaned first before we used it, and I need to look into seeing how much that would cost. But having the fireplace as a heat option if the electricity went out in the winter would be really nice. But in the summer, there's really not much you can do to keep cool, because this entire house will get pretty warm if it loses electricity. And if that happens, I was actually watching a video where you can use cold water bottles from the refrigerator and just place them in the tank, and if the gecko is too hot, then it can sit next to or be close to the water bottle. Obviously it won't stay cold for a long time, but I think water bottles that have been in a pretty cool fridge normally stay cold for at least a good 2 hours. Obviously they'll start to sweat and stuff, but still. So anyway, I'll stop my rambling and everything, but I did think that was a really neat idea when I was watching a fellow YouTuber that I'm subscribed to, Leopard Gecko Talk, I believe is what her channel used to be called. I think it's just Leopard Gecko now, but super nice woman. I love watching her videos. I've watched her for quite a long time, way back when I had my leopard gecko and I was looking for tips and stuff, like when I had Eclipse, not Lemon Drop. But I would definitely suggest her channel because she's always got really cool informational videos. She really tries hard and does a really great job of like editing and everything, so she obviously is somebody that I really enjoy watching and learning things from. But anyway guys, I'll stop rambling now because this video is already pretty long. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you would like to support my channel. It always encourages me to make more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good rest of your night.